Hello students, today we are going to write a program to calculate length of a string given by user without using inbuilt function. You might be knowing that we have a library function named as strlen, which is used to calculate the length of string. But in this program we are going to write our own custom string length function in which we are going to pass the address of the string entered by user, and that function must return the length of the string, and that we are after getting the length of the string from the custom function that we write, we are going to display it on the console. So that is our job at hand. So for this program the prerequisite knowledge is the how the function call works, how a function is defined and how parameters are passed, and then basic knowledge of pointers and how a pointer is passed to a function. So if you have this prerequisite knowledge, you can go ahead and attempt this program, and after attempting this program you can tally your code with the code that I am writing. So let us begin with um, getting the user input. So we are going to get a string, and for storing a string we need a character array that we are defining as a character array of say 100 size. So here basic assumption is that the string entered by the user would be of length lesser than or equals to 99. Why 99? Because an extra space is required for storage of null characters. So at the most the string length that can be accommodated in an array of size 100 is 99. After declaring this array of 100 size, I will prompt the user to enter a string, and then I will be using gets function to get the string entered by the user and store it in str character array. Now after getting the string from the user, first first of all let us define the custom string length function, which is going to return the length of the string, which is nothing but of data type integer. Let us name the custom strlen function as custom underscore strlen, and the parameter of this function would be address of the string, address of the character array in which the string would be stored. So the data type of character pointer is char asterisk. Let us name it as S. So the parameter that we are taking is character pointer of data type character pointer. Now inside this function we are going to have a variable, say counter, which would in which we are going to store the length of the string. Let me initialize it with 0. Now the logic of calculating the string length is like this, that at the beginning this s is a pointer pointing to the first character of the string. Now uh, we would have a loop in which this counter would be incremented as many times as there are characters in the string pointed by s. So in the loop what we are going to do is to check that the character pointed by this s is not null. So if it is null, then we are going to stop. Otherwise we are going to increment the counter, and then we are going to increment the pointer to point to the next character. And as soon as this pointer points to a null character, we are going to move out of the loop and then return the counter. So let me write the code and then explain it to you a bit. So if s is not pointing to the last character, that is null character, is not equals to asterisk s, sorry. So value pointed by s is given by asterisk s is not equals to null character, that is \0, then we are going to increment the counter by 1, and after incrementing the counter we are going to increment the pointer to point to the next character. So this is very simple. Initially s would be pointing to the first character of the string, and if first character of the string is not null, that means if the string entered by user is not blank, then s would not be pointing to a null character. So we would get into the loop and the counter would be incremented, uh, as initial value is 0, so the counter would be incremented to 1, and then s is going to get incremented by 1 to point to the next character of the string. Again this loop would check that the current s is pointing to a null character or not. If it is not, then again we are incrementing the counter and then incrementing the pointer. So this would keep on going until and unless s points to the null character. At that point of time we are going to get out of this loop, and when we come out of this loop the counter would contain length of the string, because we have incremented it by 1 for each character of the string. Now after coming out of the loop we are going to return the counter to the caller. Now in the main function we are going to call this function, uh, and in the function we are going to pass the address of the string, which is nothing but the name of the array that we have stored the string in. So if you are comfortable with the array, you might be knowing that the name of the array is nothing but a constant character pointer which points to the first element of the array. So str is pointing to the first character of the array. So that is what we are going to pass to our custom strlen function, and this function is going to return the length of the string, and to store the length of the string we can declare a variable in which we can store the value returned by this custom function. So when the function is called, the control would jump to the function, it would execute the statements within the function, and when the return statement is hit, the control would return back to the caller at the point from which this custom function was called, and whatever value is returned, that would get stored in alien variable, and that we are going to print on the console. The length of the string is %d, where %d we are going to replace it by the value of alien. One thing that we need to declare is the prototype of the function, which is nothing but the first line of the function definition before the main function, because in the main function we are calling the custom strlen. In the code blocks ID, it is not a mandatory thing to declare the prototype before the function calling function, but in other IDs it is a mandatory thing. So to be ID independent, let us declare this prototype before main function, which is the calling function. Now let us build it and check whether it is working fine or not. So Dues Academy, the length of the string is 12. 1 2 3 4 5 is this fifth one is space, which is again one character. 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So indeed the length is 12 and our code has worked correctly. So with that we have finished writing our custom strlen function. I am going to uh, give you more such programs in which we are going to write the custom string manipulation functions, so that it becomes very handy to you to use. You become experienced in using pointers and passing pointers to the custom functions that you write. So keep watching my videos. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Bye. Thank you.